Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, Just a Man and His Cameras. And I have in front of you today the AMAX R4 Mini. This is a 4-inch quad, and we are running the Speedy Bee F405 AIO and the Speedy Bee 2006 motors. These are the 1950 kV. We also utilizing the 6S 850 mAh battery and the B head adapter, the old Speedy Bee Master 3X B25 camera module. I actually have this set up on all now 5 of my quads. I absolutely love this camera cage. I have put this camera through hell and back and back and back, and it is held up. Only thing I've had to replace is the MIPI cable. Let's get this thing up in here. Let's see if it flies. I am curious. I don't know, going for a second battery. I do not know why this thing, my camera quits recording just out of the blue. Don't know, but we're gonna fly it again. We had pretty good little flight time with that one. Loving it. Loving this drone. Drone, quad, whatever it is. Here we go. Battery number 2 in Max. Woo. It's really not no speed demon. I'd have to put a GPS on it to know, but I'd say it's relatively slow. And I'm pretty sure it's everything to do with these props. They just ain't catching the wind, but makes for easy flying. Woohoo! I gotta find some different props. I didn't think I was gonna like these that much either. I almost caught the top of the tree. Ah. Whoa. That's probably not good. We clipped it. But everything's holding. Oh, something ain't holding. Alright. I don't know. Let's see what we got. So what do you think of Max? The AMAX R4 Mini frame. The frame is simple. It obviously didn't come with this type of amount. It was supposed to be much lighter, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not analog. I don't do analog. So, yeah. Anyway. Man, I hit it, but I don't see... I don't know, see a little ding up here in the aluminum protector. Probably thank God it's there, because otherwise I'd have probably just exploded my camera. I made the adapter to mount. Basically, it's using 2 of the 4 arm bolts. I actually drilled them out because that was one thing I didn't like about this frame, is you use 2.5 millimeter. Why? I don't have no 2.5 millimeter bolts. Anyway, so I bored it out for 3 millimeter. Figured that'd be better anyways. I'll give a little side note. So yesterday, why I couldn't fly it right off the bat yesterday, because it should have been ready for flight. But while putting this on, I had to unsolder a couple motor leads and kind of reroute them a little bit. And then, so I had the props already put on. I already had everything checked out, had the props on, and I did that. And I just needed to make sure that the motor direction for that one motor was still right. And so I left the props on. Okay, and I've done this many times with my little 2.5-inch quads, and even a 3-inch ducted quad. But yeah, so I still don't know what happened. The controller wasn't turned on on purpose. You know, I didn't have the controller on. All I had it hooked to the computer, and I had Betaflight pulled up, and I was trying to look at the one motor. My screen did not look right on Betaflight, so I don't know if Betaflight just had a little bug or whatever. But yeah, she came to life. It's alive! While on my workbench, my desk. So you can probably see the USB port is, I'm hoping you can kind of see that, is a little bit boogered up, and it liked to rip that off. I had to resolder my receiver back on because I just had it set there because everything was just still temporary, and which was fine, you know, and which hence I made the little receiver mount, and it just fits nice and snug right in there. Completely removable. It's not fastened down. I mean, it's just held in the way it's notched in there. But anyway, so yeah, it took off, wreaked havoc on my desk. Thankfully, it didn't hit the computer, because I don't even know what that would have done. But it did get a hold of me. Yeah, took a little bit of my hide off of my good hand, you know, because this was the hand I hurt last year at work. So, you know, still, yeah, that's as straight as that pinky will get. I can work it out a little bit. But anyways, back on the quad. The quad Max bit me. Bad Max, bad. Anyway, I don't know what happened, but I do know from this day forward, anytime I'm checking the motor directions or setting up anything to do with the motors and I got the battery on, actually, let me just rephrase that. Anytime I got to plug the battery into this thing to get anything to work, there will not be any props on my quads on my desk. ever again. I hate that I had to learn it this way. Thankfully, I didn't, I didn't kill myself. I mean, this could have been a lot worse. That's all I'm saying. This thing would have flew toward me. Yeah, these props are they're dangerous. So, anyway, disclaimer: take the dadgum props off if you're going to spin the motors or if you're going to hook the battery up. Period. Inside, it doesn't matter. I didn't accidentally push nothing. I didn't accidentally click on anything. I didn't accidentally do nothing. Something else give it the signal to go, and that could just happen. These things are just a bunch of computers doing computery things. So, lesson learned, for me anyway. I hope you all don't have to learn that lesson the hard way like I did. Anyway, that's all. I love it. She flies really good. I definitely got to get some different props. These are very, not much pitch to them at all. I mean, so, which I knew this. Minus going to a 3.5-inch prop, I don't have anything with a better pitch, and maybe I will. Maybe I'll go to a 3.5-inch prop just to see. But that's all for today. Getting ready to go have supper with the folks, and yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Sorry it's got all yappy here at the end, but anyway, we'll see you all in the next video if I don't kill myself. Bye for now.